football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Ducks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Motion from the back. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
That's a great play call by the offensive coordinator, because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
Handoff, Frazier running left. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
To the air. It's Stockton. Got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Handoff for Frazier. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. To the air, it's Stockton. Oh, pressure's coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Couldn't set his feet.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Now here's more. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. Wants to throw on first. Turns it upfield. Dick got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Fielded in the end zone, it's Baird. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense in a bunch formation. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dante Moore uncorks it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. He'll take the deep shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Out wide left, it's Wiley. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
From the gun, it's Frazier. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On first down, Nate Frazier.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on second down. Right side, it's Frazier. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He'll be stopped short. It'll be fourth down, and let's see what the decision is here.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball too. You could see there right after the third down play, looking at his sideline saying, give me the ball, I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team, and he comes through big time.
And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the big fella. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback changing the play. Straight ahead, it's Frazier. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Finds his target.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's a gift to Frazier. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. The give to the back. And And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Moore. Out wide right, it's Griffin. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll go to the counter play. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
They run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They're going to ride this running back. Nowhere to go.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Throwing Moore. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. Speeding down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. On the return, it's Phillips. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth in that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. The run inside. It's Frazier. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Finds the tight end. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll give to Frazier. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Right side, it's Frazier. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man to the left. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
And, man, that 3rd down changes this decision completely, right? Like getting a big chunk of yards, making it 4th and short. Now it's a true decision. I think you were just thinking about getting half of this, maybe setting up a field goal. Now you got a chance to be aggressive. Let's see what they do here on offense.
They'll pass on the 48-yard field goal attempt and instead try to pick up the first down. Snap it to the back. Breaks into the open. Past the 20. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. You're in plus territory, no desire to give the football back. Maybe the punt doesn't even work out. They go for it, and it works out well.
So I wonder if you go tempo here, too, now that you just picked up that first down. Don't let the defense sub. A lot of these guys now have been on the field for a little while. See if you can catch them off guard here and try and take advantage of how tired they are.
On 1st down, Nate Frazier. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Handoff for Frazier. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
If you're a fan of old school running the rock, you absolutely love this drive. 80-plus yards. They've done it mostly on the ground. That last run now sets them up even closer to the goal line. And you can see these defenders, they're looking over to the sideline looking for answers. They don't know what the front needs to be, if they need to substitute more big guys on the field. They can't stop the running game.
They'll run with Nate Frazier. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Fielded in the end zone. It's Baird. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Moore to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. There he goes. Touchdown, Ducks. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off play action on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Turning it on. Touchdown, Oregon. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Setting up for the extra point and the top. Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. Deep in the end zone, it's Phillips. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Sets his feet. It's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
On 3rd down, here's Frazier. Got the 1st down. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
2nd and long here. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Almost picked off.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Fires downfield. He's open on the right. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Drops back on 1st down. Takes a shot at the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Wide open, baby, wide.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Dante Moore. Caught. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. Moore to the air. Finds his big tight end. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Davison. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for 1 more snap to put up points before the half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with the Washington Huskies in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Huskies engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
They'll open the second half with a run. There he goes. Oh, he got loose. He's at the 40. The 20. Inside the touchdown Ducks. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. 1 play, explosive, touchdown just like that. From deep, it's Phillips. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Get another look at this Bulldog offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Back open in the middle. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field. Don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back. Let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw. But you could tell they were definitely locked in. And they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And the Bulldogs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Out wide right, it's Wiley. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll move the wide receiver. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got him quickly. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is their sophomore starting wide receiver. Hope he's just shaken up momentarily. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on it. An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Quick completion to the right. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
The Dogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll give to Frazier. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. To the air. It's Stockton. Right side, it's Humphries. Now the connection takes it to the 11. He saw man coverage, and the idea, just get it to my receiver as quickly as I can and let him work, David.
See man and see the cushion and see the guy backed up a little bit. Now I know I can get it to him right now and get a positive gain.
Motion from the wide receiver. second down, going to throw it. Left side is Frazier. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Bulldogs! What a game he's had. Third touchdown in this one, and 5 on the season. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense working from the pistol. Moore with the play fake. Rush is on. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own end zone, when I got a little bit of space to throw the football. And you can tell they wanted to be aggressive, wanted to take a shot. Defense was ready, locked them down, but thank goodness, still had a little space left.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Now here's Moore. Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him. The defense finally came up with a play.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Trying to move them on the counter. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? And the Ducks decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Going to field this one in tight quarters. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. On the ground, it's Phillips. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. Just feeds the running back. Got him right there.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Third and 6 yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juice. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Running inside, it's Davison. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end now in motion. Right back to the well. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
Trying to make one miss. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Out wide right, it's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Here's a give to Frazier. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motion.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. The ride. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Sets his feet. It's Stockton. Throws for the tight end. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Rid of it on the RPO. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
The Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Phillips. Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Back's got it on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
And guys, 2nd down didn't do them any favors as they face this 3rd down. Changing the routes with his receivers. On 3rd down, here's Frazier. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! They take the lead here in the 4th.
I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter, go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Moore. They cough it up near their own goal line. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Now here's Moore. He's going for the big play. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. The screen, he can go. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from... And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Handoff again. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Throwing more. Gonna let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. And it goes hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Again, it's Moore. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly, but listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff for Frazier. You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Turning it on. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. To the ground. He's got it again. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running the red zone, it's Phillips. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Bulldogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's changing the play. Plows his way ahead. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man,